good morning, or almost afternoon, whenever you are watching this video, wherever you may be. Welcome back to my channel. In case you don't know, I am Mimi, and my channel is basically about frugality, being prepared in every aspect of life. Today, I just want to talk about something because there are a lot of people know this, but there are a lot of new people getting on this bandwagon of frugality and saving and cutting back, and they just may not know how to navigate this whole new financial system that everyone is dealing with. Well, the situation, I should say, not the system. Well, yeah, it could be the system. So what I'm going to talk about today is being prepared financially. So when we decide to prepare for SHTF, right, we usually prepare the obvious: food, water, gasoline, generator, medical supplies, hygiene supplies. Okay, you get the picture? But how often are we really prepared for a financial SHTF? You need new tires, you lost your eyeglasses, your water heater died, you lost your job, you're sick and you can't work for a while. What do? These are just a few examples of the many things that will eventually impact you. It's not a matter of if, it's just a matter of when and which one will. This is why it's so important to save money for an emergency, now more than ever. Now is the time to start preparing for SHTF that will impact everyone at one time or another. So what is an emergency fund? Okay, well, I'm going to take a break right here, and I'm just going to ask that you forgive me looking at my notes. I usually don't do notes, but this time I did, and I'm glancing at them a little bit, so I apologize for that. Usually my videos are just very off the cuff and I just go for it. But today I'm taking a little more professional approach to it. So please bear with me. And so far, if you like my video, give me a thumbs up and hit subscribe. And when you hit subscribe, hit all videos, subscribe to all, and you'll get all notifications, okay? So what is an emergency fund? An emergency fund is money that you put aside on a consistent basis, and you don't use it unless it's an absolute necessary, if you absolutely have to tap into it, okay? You treat your emergency fund like you would any other living expense. Okay, you delegate a certain amount of money to be put aside weekly or monthly or however you do your budget, and you pay it as if it were a bill. Okay, you just automatically pay it. You wouldn't say, well, I'm not going to pay my mortgage this month. No, you have the money already put aside, okay, for rent, mortgage, insurance, whatever. Okay, so how do you start an emergency fund? Okay, so now we know what it is. How do you start one? Okay, you set realistic goal for yourself. Make sure it's something that you can stick to, an amount of money that you can put aside consistently on a consistent basis. Okay. Number two, you have to make it happen. Okay, this money isn't going to fall from the sky. It doesn't grow in your garden out there. You have to make it happen. If it's important enough for you, you will make it happen. So you need to do whatever it takes to get money for an emergency fund. Here are some very basic entry-level ways to save for an emergency fund. And you could do one of these. It's good to do a combination of them so that you're not just tapping into just one, and it may take you a lot longer. Although if you can only do one of these, that's fine. Do what you can, but do it consistently, and you'll be saving up money soon enough, and you're going to be very proud of yourself. Save change in a jar. Okay, so a lot of people pay everything with a debit card. Oh, I don't get change anymore. Well, stop paying with cash, okay? You should use cash, because when you have cash in your hand, you're going to spend less. A debit card is treated sometimes like a credit card, and you just go swipe, 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 and before you know it, you've overspent, and you don't have any change to save in your change jar, okay? So round up in your checking account. I did this for a while because it was just easier to figure out my checkbook. And yes, I still use a checkbook register, and I do write some checks. Most things don't get paid with debit card, but so let's say a bill is $58.29. In my register, I'm going to pretend that I paid $59 for it. And then that extra 71 cents is money extra in my emergency fund, okay? Facebook Marketplace yard sales are great ways to sell items that you're not using or items that you have too much of. If you feel you don't have enough items to have a yard sale, then just post them on Facebook Marketplace. There are sites on there for different towns. You could have a hands-on, genuine, old-fashioned in your garage sale in your yard. If you don't have enough items, you don't think, maybe you can get together with a couple of neighbors and have one big yard sale, and you'll attract more people and you can get some money that way. Whatever your grocery budget is for the week or for the month, cut it back by 20%. It's not that hard. This is what you do. Let's say you have a budget of $100 a week. Let's just say, I know, in these times, it's tough, but could you save $20 out of that? Could you only spend $80 out of that 100? What would you do if you only had $80 cash with you and $20 cash put aside for your emergency fund? What could you possibly cut out that week out of your groceries? You could shop the clearance racks at the grocery stores. You could shop at discount stores like Aldi's and Price Right. You could do away with some items, like beverages are a big expense. You got to have your coffee and your tea. I understand that. But I'm talking soda and flavored water and even bottled water. Like, don't buy that stuff. You're better off getting a Brita pitcher if you can and just drink your own filtered water, okay? And save the bottled water that you get for SHTF, because you're going to need it. Eventually, we're going to need it. Okay, so now you have an extra $20 in your emergency fund. Could you do that every week? Because if you can do that every week, that's $80. Even if you could cut it back by 10% and save $10 a week, take $100 cash out of that 100, take $10, put it aside into your emergency fund. Now you have $90 for groceries for that week. And if you shop smart and you shop sales and you cook from scratch, you can do it. You can do it. Shop for better rates with your insurance company. Shop around. Call 3 or 4. I always call. I like to do the 3 rule. Call 3 and go with the best deal. Do that for car insurance, homeowners insurance, your internet. If you could get a better deal with a different company, your cell phone, you'll be surprised, because I was paying what I thought was a good deal. For years, I paid $30 a month for Metro, which is owned by T-Mobile. And the service was great, but I was paying $30 a month. And I'm like, I don't even use my cell phone that much. I text a few people that live out of state. We text a lot. So I shopped around, and guess what? T-Mobile themselves has a deal where you can get $10 unlimited talk and text. No, I'm sorry, 1,000 minutes of talk, 1,000 texts a month, or you could go up to $15 a month, get unlimited talk and text, and you get data with it. So I went with the $15 plan. So don't be afraid to shop around, and don't be shy. Change companies if you have to. Okay, it's really not that difficult. If you're paying $40, $30, $40, $50 a month for a cell phone bill, that's insane. Go to T-Mobile. This is not a sponsored video. Go to T-Mobile. Go to Mint Mobile if you can, if it's available in your area. But T-Mobile is available everywhere. Get their $15 a month plan. $15. You're going to save a ton of money. Put the difference towards your emergency fund. Please stop buying coffee out. Don't be paying $2 and $3 at Dunkin' Donuts for a small coffee. Don't be paying $5, $6, and $7 for a coffee at Starbucks. Okay? Stop eating out. Cook from scratch. eat leftovers. Get a side gig. Side gigs, here they go. Dog walking, babysitting, house sitting, yard work, Uber, Lyft, Uber Eats, DoorDash, sell your homemade baked goods, do some crafts and sell them. All of this combined will help you fund your emergency fund. Little ways here and there. It's a little bit of everything, and you won't feel the pinch as much. Whatever it is, if it's $2 a week or $20 a week, just do it consistently. Find a way, make a way. Find a way so that you can put money aside. And believe me, when the time comes that you need to dip into that emergency fund, you're going to be glad that you were prepared for that. I hope that this video was encouraging and motivating for everyone to start an emergency fund. Just, set a goal. I want to save $100 this month and find a way to do it. And then maybe you can go up to like $125. Like next month, save $125. Now you got $225 saved that you didn't have before, just by doing a combination or all of these things. So I hope that this was encouraging to you. It was motivating for me because I need to do this too. So I am going to be scraping and skimping and adding to my income, and I'm going to do this too. I'm going to do it right along with you guys. If you like my video, please thumbs up, subscribe, hit subscribe all so you get all notifications, all videos. Don't forget to leave a comment below. Let me know if you're new, and I'll give you a shout out. Thanks everyone for watching, and I'll catch you on my next video.